Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. We give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And Nick Wright is back at it again. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. I don't know what it is with Nick Wright and lying and telling half truth. Like, I don't know why Nick Wright goes. This is why I don't like Nick Wright, man. He be twerking too much for LeBron James. That's the thing about Nick Wright. It's like, you just can't tell the guy's story. You got to tell his story by throwing other NBA. Like, the only way to uplift LeBron James in his eyes is to trash everybody else. This is the formula. It just can't be like, oh, LeBron is great and that's it. Nah, Kobe ain't this. Michael Jordan ain't like that. So that's what Nick Wright did. So yesterday I saw a video from Too Raw for TV where he was talking about why are LeBron fans obsessed with Kobe Bryant. And it was showing a little bit about Nick Wright stuff, but I didn't watch the full video. And then somebody else sent it to me on Instagram. I forgot who did, right? So I said, okay, let me check out this clip of Nick Wright here talking about Kobe Bryant. So it was from one of his more recent shows that they published. When did the show come out? 2 days ago. And it goes, the title of the show is LeBron James returns to the Lakers, Chiefs desperate versus Colt, Joe Brown back in action, Nick Wright, whatever. So I tune in to kind of hear the part where he was talking about Kobe Bryant. And essentially in this clip, Nick Wright is talking about LeBron's longevity, as it pertains to his game back with the Lakers and all of that. So in the midst of all of this, he then decides to bring in Kobe Bryant, all right, to kind of draw a contrast. But in the midst of him bringing up Kobe Bryant, he lies all the way through. And I remember the clip that the person sent to me. I read the comments on it. One people say, Nick Wright is the best at breaking down basketball. He's the best at telling basketball truth. I'm like, these guys are lost. Like, you're getting your information from Nick Wright. Of course you're going to be lost. These are the people. Nick Wright is amongst the people that turned this, that started this whole movement of LeBron James is the GOAT. It's people like him. And it's just lying through his teeth, right? So we want to get into the sound of what he had to say. But before we even get into his lies here, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds, and I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to play what Nick Wright had to say here about Kobe Bryant, and then we're going to come back and continue on and really break this thing down. Take a listen to Nick Wright talking about Kobe and LeBron.
Whether you want to focus on the age 40 part or the year 23 part, it being without precedent is such a wild understatement. Like, Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bryant. How old do you think Kobe was when he played in his final playoff game with the Lakers? I'm going to give it a pause so you can actually think about it. How old was Kobe in his final career playoff game? Are you shocked when I tell you the answer to that is 32? Kobe Bryant did not play in a playoff game with the Lakers after the age of 32. Like a little context to that. LeBron joined the Lakers when he was 34. So, obviously, Jordan was done with the Bulls at 35, 36. Obviously, we've never seen a player play in a year 23, and the only one to get to a year 22 was Vince. I said this a couple years ago, and people laughed. I think we are now seeing it in real time. He'll simply never be bad. And he could easily play at, again, not an MVP level, but a high level throughout his 40s. Barring you're always at this age a catastrophic injury away, but he's ducked that up to this point in his career. And people can have the argument about the greatest player of all time. That is going to age so well on my end and so poorly for so many other folks, because it is, when it does come to, and this isn't the whole discussion, but it is at least a piece of it, the record books, with the way things are going right now, as far as injuries, load management, guys not being able to make it through a full season, LeBron's longevity records are going to, when people look back on him in 40 years, it's going to be like if you look at complete games in baseball right now and you're like, wait.
Great. So, Nick Wright is essentially trying to make this case that LeBron James is doing things that we had never seen, but specifically from the standpoint of LeBron is playing in the playoffs in his late 30s and 40s, while Kobe, the last time Kobe Bryant made the playoffs was at the age of what year did he say? At the age of 30. What year did he say? At the age of 32, right? At the age of 32. Now, I remember Kobe Bryant's career very well, right? I remember his career very well. I studied it. You know, Kobe was my favorite player of all time, so I know Kobe's career. All right. So, Nick Wright is telling half-truths. All right, that's what Nick Wright was doing. First of all, let's break this down quickly. The year that Kobe Bryant was averaging, let me pull up the numbers here. The year that Kobe Bryant, this is the playoffs. Yes. So the year that Kobe Bryant was having that Vino year, remember when they were calling him Vino? That year, Kobe was averaging 27.3 on 46% shooting, 84% shooting from the floor, while getting you, 5.6 rebounds, 6 assists a game or whatever. That year, Kobe Bryant was 34 years old. Not 32, he was 34. Okay, Pumpkin? What happened was Kobe was playing with Dwight Howard, who was having back issues, Steve Nash, who could barely play, and an old Pau Gasol. But nevertheless, these were his teammates. And they were having a horrendous start to the season. It was that year when Kobe made the declaration that the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. And the Lakers went on this run, right? And they found a way to make it into the playoffs. But I think the second to last, or the last game of the season, Kobe Bryant ruptures his Achilles tendon. Now, that year, Kobe Bryant played 78 games at the age of 34. Now, the year that happened was, let me just pull up the correct year. It was a 2012-2013 season. So Lakers, let me just pull it up real quick. Lakers record in 2012 and 13. Okay. Their record that year, No, was it? No. This is showing me the 2025. Right. So their record that year, let me see if Basketball Reference has this correctly. Yes, was 45-37. Okay. It was 45-37, and their head coach was Mike D'Antoni. That's when they became very Kobe Bryant ISO. They became an ISO team, right? Now, that year, Nick Wright told a lie. He said, oh, the last time Kobe was in the play. That year, the Lakers made the playoffs. Kobe Bryant was 34. The Lakers made the playoffs. They lost in round 1 to the Spurs. Kobe made the playoffs at 34. What happened was he got injured with, I think, a game or two left in the season. Lion ass Nick Wright. So the number was actually 34, but he got hurt. Then the Lakers got swept. That's when Dwight Howard, I think, walked out of the game and they were booing him or whatever the hell happened in that game. That's what happened. But I want to get to the larger point here. Nick Wright is saying that, look, Kobe couldn't make the playoffs. The last time he was in the playoffs at 32, which is a lie. It was 34, really, technically. But then he's going to say, oh, the last time Jordan was in the playoffs was at 35. But look at LeBron James. He's so good. He's so good that even at 40, he's in the playoffs. Now, Nick, Mr. Nick Wright, Mr. Nick Wright, Mr. Nick Wright. What happened the first year LeBron James became a Laker? Can you tell the audience? LeBron was a Laker what year? 2018, 2019 season, right? Guess what happened to the Lakers that year? With LeBron on the team, guess what happened? Guess what happened? They missed the playoffs. They were the 10th seed in the West with a 37-45 record. LeBron was right there. Why didn't he make the playoffs? Why? Now, Nick will say, oh, it's because he only played 55 games, so he was injured, right? So Kobe also, too, experienced injuries. He doesn't bring any of that into his talking points. He just totally omits that because he knows it doesn't help his overall point that he's trying to make. He's just telling half truths. Now, let's take it a step further. Nick Wright. Didn't LeBron James miss the playoffs with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony and these guys on his roster? Did that not happen? But it's the same LeBron James, right? But he missed the play. Matter of fact, he didn't even win more than 33 games. To put that into context, a 40-year-old Jordan Wizards team were able to win 37 games. A younger LeBron playing with Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook only won 33 games. What about the fact that who was Kobe Bryant playing with at the level of Anthony Davis and missing the playoffs? When did that ever happen? When? When did this ever happen? When was the year when Michael Jordan was playing with a all-star caliber player of an Anthony Davis and missed the playoffs? The year Jordan was on the Wizards, did he have anybody at the level of Anthony Davis on his roster, please? What about Luka Doncic? Did Jordan play with a player on the level of Luka Doncic at the age of 40? Did he? I don't think he did. You don't put forth any of this information because LeBron fans are fixated with twerking. They just lie and give you half truths. But because they're great orators, you think that these guys are, oh my God, these guys are just, oh my God. I mean, look at Nick Wright. Look at his beard. Look at his beard. I mean, the guy's just so bloody intelligent, not knowing that he's blowing hot air up your ass. That's essentially what is happening here. That's essentially what he's doing. But I'll do you one better, Nick Wright. Since you want to talk about what's incredible. Michael Jordan played what, 15 years? 15 years, right? LeBron's been playing for what, 23, 4, 5,000 years? Do you know that MJ has only lost one playoff series while playing with at least one All-Star? I'll repeat that once more, Nick Wright. Michael Jordan only lost one playoff series in his entire career when he played with at least one All-Star. And do you know when that was? When he came back, when he was wearing 45, when he lost to Shaquille O'Neal and these guys in the first round. That was it. Throughout Michael Jordan's career, he's only lost one playoff series when he played with at least one All-Star. Just one. How many has LeBron lost in the last 4 years? You sure you want to have this debate? You sure you want to have this debate? You sure? During the Jordans, the Bull run, the dynasty run with the Bulls never lost more than 3 games in a row, more than 2 games in a row in 8 years. Y'all still think this is a debate? Y'all still think this is a debate? We're talking about team accomplishments now. All LeBron fans have left are stats and individual accolades. Winning is out of the question, out of the conversation. That's an afterthought. Winning, it's weird. Winning culture is weird. Remember? It's weird. This is all they have left. Coming up with obtuse statistics to make some kind of point that they're never going to make. They're still pushing and hoping and wishing. Bro, the ship is sailed. It's sailed. People already have come to their conclusions, but they're still at it. And my thing is, look, if you want to promote LeBron, promote him, but don't lie on your way to doing that. Don't lie. Y'all lie too much. Kobe didn't. Stop lying and give the full picture. You're trying to make it seem Kobe wasn't good enough to make the playoffs in his latter years, but then omit the fact that LeBron missed the playoffs in his latter years. What point are you making, Nick Wright? What point do you think you were making? You're talking about Kobe. His only point is LeBron did it when he's old. But Nick, he also missed the playoffs when he's old. So what's your point? And he was playing with better talent than Kobe and Jordan. He doesn't bring up any of this. You know why? Because he feels that he's so smart and everybody else is so dumb that no one else will pick up on it. Come on, these guys. This is who we up against. People be asking me, going like, why don't you debate a LeBron fan? For what? I've heard all their arguments. All of it. Their arguments are based in statistics. That's it. It's like people that never watch basketball. They just talk about statistics and they can sit up there and memorize pages and pages on basketballreference.com. They feel like if I can do this and spew numbers all over the table, I can confuse people and ask you questions. Do you know this? Do you know that? Oh, you still don't know that? So therefore, no, bro, it don't work like that. Dog, we all watch basketball. You're hiding behind these numbers and these statistics because you know you can't make a sound argument without relying so heavily upon statistics. And all of your statistics never take into account context. That's the problem with stats. Like Kenny Smith said, there are 3 types of lies: lies, damn lies, and stats. Stats can tell you anything you want them to tell you because if you're arguing against somebody that doesn't have all the information, you look like a savant. You look like some type of seer when it comes to talking basketball. Unbelievable.